first of all, I'd agree with some of the earlier comments. There's been a lot of progress made around the ease of doing business in Nigeria. I've been coming here for 15 years, and I've seen real improvements. But there are a lot of frictional costs that still exist. The customs processes are quite complicated and seem to be arbitrary. And there's lots of factors that contribute to that, but those are things. We did a fast power project last year, shipped the units about a year ago, and we're just now getting them through the customs process. And that's the fast power project. So it's our responsibility to facilitate improvements. But if you benchmark against Hong Kong or Singapore or there's other countries to look at in terms of the speed and accountability that goes with that. And as an overarching comment, I'd say that many governments with the right intention don't always measure the bureaucracies on speed. And in this world, when you have 190 million people in this great country that need basics, infrastructure, electricity, healthcare, you can't wait forever, right? So speed has to be a dimension in everything that we do, right? We measure ourselves on speed, and we're accountable for speed. And when we make commitments to our customers or to governments, we hold ourselves accountable for meeting those commitments in the time frame that's been established. And nothing less matters, okay? So, and one more point I'd make on capacity building, because Tony made referenced it. It's so important, and when it gets back to localization, when we talk about localization, everybody focuses on the size of the investment and the number of jobs that we're going to start with. Nobody ever says, well, what is your training budget? How much are you going to spend on developing people? How will you help develop your supply chain? Because all of those factors will determine whether the plant that we start that has 150 people grows to 300 or shrinks to 0. If we're not building capacity, we shrink, and if we are, we grow. And so for me, it's important that headline number is an investment number on day one. You're going to have 150 people. You're going to spend $50 million. But nobody asks about the training budget. And that will determine the success of whatever we localize in whatever country we localize it.